Okay, let's delve into something truly intriguing today. We're talking about the Lionsgate portal and specifically what's anticipated for, well, 2025. This deep dive is really focusing on a, let's say, unique perspective concerning some pretty significant energetic shifts that might be coming.
Right, and the source for this is quite specific, isn't it?
It is. Our primary source is a spiritual transmission. It's attributed to Zørrion Of Sirius.
Okay.
Which is a channeled entity, whose messages pop up a lot in the New Age community. You often see them on platforms like the GFL Station YouTube channel.
Got it. So channeled material.
Exactly. And it's really important for you listening in to understand that this message presents a very specific viewpoint, a channeled one, on these energies. And our job today is simply to, impartially unpack that viewpoint.
Makes sense.
So our mission is basically to distill the core insights from what Zørrion's message says. Help you understand the what and why behind this cosmic event as they present it. And explore the implications they see for, individual transformation and collective transformation too.
So kind of shortcut to understanding this specific perspective.
Precisely. Giving you the key nuggets, the important bits, without maybe having to sift through everything yourself.
It's quite compelling, though, how this concept, as Zørrion lays it out, seems to draw these parallels between really ancient wisdom and more contemporary spiritual ideas.
Yeah, that connection is interesting.
Because the idea of cosmic alignments influencing life here on Earth, well, that's not new at all, is it? You find echoes of that understanding in historical records, different cultures, belief systems.
Right, ancient civilizations were definitely watching the stars.
Exactly. So as we kind of navigate through this material today, we'll explore how that historical recognition might connect with what this source is describing as a uniquely potent moment right now, or rather in 2025. So I just encourage everyone listening to approach the information with, an open mind. Be ready to consider these perspectives and maybe find some surprising insights along the way.
Definitely. Okay, so let's unpack Zørrion's description of the Lionsgate portal itself. What is it, according to this source? Well, it says it's far more than just, a date on the calendar, August 8th. It's described as a living vortex of energy.
A living vortex. Interesting phrasing.
Yeah, like a dynamic pulsating field that becomes really intensely active with cosmic intention, apparently.
Okay.
And at its core, this whole event involves a very precise astronomical alignment. Your sun, our sun, the star we see every day, is said to align in perfect synchronicity with Sirius.
Sirius, the dog star. Brightest star in the sky.
Exactly. But in this channeled message, Sirius isn't just seen as the brightest star, it's revered as, and this is a quote, our beloved spiritual sun.
Spiritual sun. So more than just a physical star then.
Yeah, positioned as this profound source of higher wisdom and energetic support for Earth and everyone on it. Okay. And as this alignment happens, Zørrion's message says it creates what they call a corridor of light.
A corridor of light.
Yeah, imagine this grand ethereal pathway opening up. And through it, high frequency codes and blessings stream to Earth, just pouring down.
Wow. Okay, so it's an influx.
A massive influx. The source uses really vivid language. It describes it as the golden light of 1,000 suns.
1,000 suns. That conveys some serious intensity.
Right. It suggests a luminosity, an energy beyond what we normally comprehend. And this divine moment, as they call it, is apparently particularly significant for certain groups.
Oh. Who specifically?
Well, within the spiritual framework, it mentions people who resonate as Sirian and Lyron starseeds, and also just generally all light workers.
Right. Terms you hear a lot in these circles. People who feel a connection to other star systems or feel they have a mission here.
Exactly. So the Lionsgate in this context is portrayed as this cosmic moment of deep energetic remembrance and activation, especially for those individuals.
That idea of a living vortex is really powerful. And it makes you think about the symbolism, right? The lion part of Lionsgate.
Yeah. What's the significance there?
Well, Zørrion explains it's more than just the astrological link to the constellation Leo, though that's obviously the backdrop.
Yeah.
The transmission goes deeper. It highlights the attributes we associate with lions' courage, for instance.
Oh, bravery.
But not just bravery like facing danger. It's framed more as inner fortitude and also heart-centered strength.
Heart-centered strength.
Meaning power that's rooted in compassion and love, not aggression or dominance.
Yeah.
The lion's the king among beasts, right?
Yeah.
So in this context, the Lionsgate is said to herald a regal awakening within your spirit.
A regal awakening.
Yeah.
Like finding your own inner royalty.
Sort of, yeah. It's presented as an invitation to recognize and reclaim your innate sovereign power, your inner majesty, if you will. This specific animal archetype, the lion, according to the source, is chosen because it extends this powerful invitation to embody the nobility of your soul with bravery and grace.
Nobility of your soul. I like that.
It suggests the portal isn't just about passively receiving energy. It's about actively stepping into a higher, more dignified version of yourself. One that leads with the heart, acts consciously.
So it's about embodying that strength and grace.
Exactly. The archetype really underscores the idea that true power, as Zørrion understands it, comes from this integrated self where courage is balanced with compassion.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, a really compelling aspect Zørrion emphasizes is the magnitude claimed for the Lion's Gate in 2025.
Right, this specific year.
Yeah. The transmission literally states this year's energy is unlike anything in living memory, even going so far as to say your most potent yet in this lifetime.
Whoa. Okay, that's a big claim.
Yeah.
Most potent yet in this lifetime.
It is. Think about that for souls who, in this belief system, have experienced many lifetimes. This particular Lion's Gate is depicted as holding this unique, unmatched power.
So why? What's the reason given for this supposed extra potency in 2025?
The reason articulated is, well, it's quite profound within this framework. It says, the collective awakening of humanity has reached a pivotal point.
Ah, okay, so it's tied to where humanity is collectively.
Exactly. It's like humanity, through growing awareness, maybe a desire for change, has crossed some kind of vibrational threshold. And in response, the universe, or Zørrion's version of it, is delivering an equally powerful reciprocal energy influx.
Like call and response.
Precisely. The source uses this beautiful analogy, comparing it to an ancient promise coming to fruition.
An ancient promise.
Yeah, suggesting this moment where a long-held cosmic blueprint is finally unfolding, and it's catalyzed by our own collective readiness.
So it's not just happening to us, we're part of making it happen.
That's the depiction. A dynamic, co-creative dance between humanity and the cosmos. And for those listening who resonate with being witnesses and co-creators of the new dawn, this specific moment is highlighted as really significant, really empowering their role in shaping what comes next for Earth.
That naturally leads to the question, though, is this whole Lion's Gate thing, this energy pattern, is it considered something new, or does it have older roots?
Right. Is it a modern phenomenon?
And the transition from Zørrion is pretty clear on that. It says, no, this isn't some modern invention.
Oh, okay.
It actually delves into historical context, specifically mentioning the sages of Kemet, ancient Egypt.
Kemet, ancient Egypt, right?
These ancient wisdom keepers, according to the source, were acutely aware of the helical rising of Sirius. They celebrated it.
What's the helical rising exactly?
It's when a star, in this case Sirius, first becomes visible above the eastern horizon just before sunrise, after being hidden by the sun's glare for a period.
Yeah.
And for the ancient Egyptians, this wasn't just an astronomical event. It was recognized as a profound renewal of life. It marked the start of their new year, the flooding of the Nile.
A vital time for them.
Absolutely. They understood this alignment brought a vital energetic influx, a fresh start, a re-energizing of existence. And the source emphasizes that these ancient sages felt in their bones what you feel now, a quickening, a cosmic heartbeat pulsing through the ethers.
Wow. So suggesting it's a timeless feeling.
Exactly. A universal experience that transcends time and culture. The subtle, powerful, energetic shifts they perceived back then are now, according to Zørrion, amplified massively. The quote is, "This year that heartbeat is thunderous."
Thunderous. So the 2025 portal is like an amplified version of what the ancients felt.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Not just an echo, but a hugely amplified wave of that same sacred, life-giving rhythm.
Okay, so given that ancient understanding, how does Zørrion suggest these powerful energies interact with us personally today? What does it mean for our bodies, our consciousness?
Right, the personal impact.
The transmission speaks directly about activating long dormant aspects of your DNA and consciousness.
Activating dormant DNA.
Yeah.
That's a concept you hear in spiritual circles.
It is. Imagine that the idea that our genetic code holds secrets, potentials we haven't even tapped into yet.
So how does that activation supposedly work? What's the mechanism?
It's described in a really interesting way. Sacred encodings are said to stream from the great central sun and distant stars, apparently woven into the light itself.
Encodings woven into light.
And this light then streams into our auric field, the energy field around us, and crucially, right into the nuclei of your cells.
Into the cell. So really fundamental level.
That's the suggestion. A profound transformation at potentially the cellular level. The analogy they give is powerful, like a master key turning in a lock.
Okay.
This light is said to activate strands of DNA that were maybe silenced by the density of third-dimensional life. Like parts of our spiritual blueprint have been waiting for the right frequency to switch back on.
And what might that feel like if this is happening?
Yeah, the source suggests different possibilities. You might get sudden flashes of knowing, like information just downloading into your mind.
Insights out of nowhere.
Or maybe creative surges. A sudden burst of inspiration for art, writing, problem solving. A profound sense of déjà vu could also crop up. That strong feeling you've experienced something before, which is described here as soul knowledge returning, like deep ancient memories surfacing.
Soul knowledge. Interesting.
And here's the crucial reassurance from the source. You may not consciously understand each activation in the moment, but trust that a divine intelligence in your very body is coming alive.
So you don't have to intellectually grasp it all.
Apparently not. Within this framework, our bodies are seen as inherently wise, capable of integrating these upgrades without us needing to micromanage it.
Considering the bigger picture then, these DNA activations, Zørrion's message seems to indicate they're not just subtle feelings. They can lead to more tangible shifts, right? In abilities, perceptions.
Yeah, that's exactly what it suggests. The source talks about spiritual gifts and latent talents blooming as these energies integrate.
Blooming, like seed sprouting.
Good analogy, yeah. Almost like you've been carrying these potentials within you and now they're blossoming.
What kind of gifts are we talking about?
For example, intuition. It might sharpen into, say, clairvoyance, perceiving inner visions, symbols, or clairaudience, hearing subtle inner voice whispers. Guidance.
Seeing and hearing beyond the physical.
Right. Or maybe your empathic connection deepens significantly, even towards telepathy perhaps, sensing feelings or unspoken thoughts more clearly. Others might find the energy in their hands or just their general presence amplifies, allowing for more potent healing for yourself or others, like a more tangible divine touch.
Okay.
And for creative types, maybe channeling higher wisdom through writing, art, speech, where it's just flowing from somewhere beyond the conscious mind.
Right. Automatic writing or inspired speaking.
Exactly. But what's really crucial here is how the source frames this. It clarifies these aren't entirely new abilities being given to you.
Ah, okay. So what are they then?
They're described as ancient facets of your soul coming online once more.
Coming back online.
Yeah. The analogy used is beautiful, like long sleeping instruments being finely tuned in the orchestra of your life.
I like that. So the capacity was always there.
Exactly.
Part of your inherent divine blueprint, just waiting for the right energetic conditions to be fully expressed again. This acceleration, it says, is natural. It's a response to the heightened energies of ascension. As the planet's frequency rises, so does your capacity to tap into your full potential within this particular framework.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's address a really practical aspect now. As powerful and, potentially amazing as these energies are presented, Zørrion's message acknowledges they can be intense, really intense.
With the potential for overwhelm.
Exactly. It's not just a mental or emotional thing. It's described as a recalibration on every level of your being.
Every level. So physical effects too.
Absolutely. Physically, you might experience unusual fluctuations like waves of exhaustion, feeling deeply tired even if you've rested. Or the opposite. Bursts of energy that make sleep and wakefulness dance at unusual hours, feeling wired, unable to settle.
Yeah, I've heard people describe things like that during intense energy periods.
Right. And emotionally, it can be just as turbulent. The source mentions old feelings, grief, fear, anger, or sadness may rise up seemingly from nowhere.
Old stuff coming up for release.
That's how it's framed. Not necessarily new emotions, but deep-seated, maybe ancient, energetic densities surfacing to be cleared.
Okay.
But, and this is important, the source offers crucial reassurance. Understand that nothing is wrong.
Right. You're not going backwards.
No. On the contrary, it's framed as a necessary process. You're clearing ancient density to make space for more light. There's an analogy used. Just like the earthquakes to release pressure from deep within, your body and spirit are doing something similar. Shaking loose the remnants of past limitations.
Shaking it loose.
Yeah. And this isn't just individual. The source says the collective field is undergoing this purging as well.
Ah, so it explains some of the global chaos, perhaps.
That's the perspective offered. This broader cleanse can manifest as chaos or confusion in the outer world. So what looks like turmoil might be, from this viewpoint, a profound cleansing, preparing for something new, an essential part of the bigger transformation Zørrion describes.
It's really insightful how Zørrion's message reframes those intense moments, isn't it? Instead of just seeing the discomfort as bad.
Yeah. How does it frame it?
It presents it as holy rites of passage.
Holy rites of passage. That's a powerful way to look at it.
It really is. It shifts the perspective entirely. Instead of something to avoid, the struggle becomes a sacred part of your journey, a necessary step in your evolution.
Okay.
You are essentially shedding old skins, outworn identities and beliefs that can no longer accompany you into the higher frequency realm that is forming.
Shedding old skins.
Yeah.
Like a snake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The message even likens it to a serpent embodying the wisdom of renewal, consciously sloughing off what's been outgrown. The serpent, is often a symbol of rebirth, transformation. It fits perfectly.
And the outcome of going through this shedding.
The ultimate outcome is described as profound. With each release of old patterns, old densities, you become lighter, freer, and more authentically you.
Lighter and freer.
Yeah. Shedding layers, allowing your true essence to shine through, unburdened. This perspective really encourages embracing these uncomfortable periods as chances for major growth, not just obstacles.
Okay, so given these intense shifts, these recalibrations, what about practical self-care? How do we actually navigate this? How do we support ourselves through it?
That's the crucial question, isn't it?
And Zørrion's transmission offers some wonderfully practical, deeply intuitive advice. First it says, allow the tears to flow if they come. Let the body rest if it must.
Surrender to the process. Don't fight it.
Exactly. It's framed as your soul's way of detoxifying, attuning to these higher energies, a call for self-compassion.
Okay. What else?
Then focus on the physical body. Drink plenty of pure water to assist the energetic flow. Hydration isn't just physical. It's seen as helping the energy move and release.
Makes sense. Keep things flowing.
Nourish yourself with wholesome earth foods. Simple, clean seating helps ground and strengthen the body during these high-frequency times.
Good grounding foods.
And vitally, spend time under the open sky or with your feet upon the ground to discharge excess energy into Gaia's loving care.
Grounding or earthing. Connecting with the earth.
Yes. It's believed to help balance your energy field by connecting with Earth's stable frequencies. Simple things are highlighted too. A salt bath for purification, a moment of sunlight on your skin for light energy, a walk among trees for nature's calm.
Basic but powerful practices.
Very. And the purpose behind all this is clear: to recalibrate your field and, importantly, signal to your body and soul that it is safe, supported, and cherished as it undergoes metamorphosis.
So it's like energetic hygiene, essential maintenance.
That's a great way to put it. Essential energetic hygiene to ease the journey and help integrate these powerful energies smoothly.
Looking at the bigger picture here,
Yeah.
amidst all this potential intensity and recalibration, Zørrion's message really points to a vital anchor, doesn't it? A central point of stability.
It does. What is that anchor?
It's the heart. Consistently emphasized, your heart is described as the sacred chamber of light within your chest.
Not just the physical organ, but the energetic center.
Exactly, the energetic and spiritual core of your being. And the main principle given is to anchor yourself in the frequency of love, which is your soul's home vibration.
Love as the soul's home vibration. That's profound.
It is. It suggests love isn't just an emotion, but a fundamental vibrational state. The essence your soul comes from and always seeks to return to.
Okay.
So when external frequencies get intense, when things feel uncertain, swirling around like cosmic winds, the guidance from the source is simple. Return to the simple stillness of your breath and the flame glowing in your heart.
Breathe into the heart space.
Yes. Consciously shift your focus inward. Visualize that inner flame of love expanding with each breath, radiating calm, aligning your chakras. It's presented as a very practical, energetic technique to harmonize your whole system.
And this leads to a specific visualization practice mentioned in the transmission, right? Integrating cosmic and earth energies.
Yes, exactly. It builds on that heart centering.
How does it work?
As you're doing that sacred breathing, focusing on the heart, you're invited to visualize a pillar of pure white golden light descending from the great central sun and Sirius above.
Okay, light coming down from above.
Picture this radiant column entering gently through the crown of your head, your highest energy point. Then simultaneously feel or envision the loving energy of Gaia rising up from below through the soles of your feet.
Earth energy coming up.
Yes, the deep, nurturing energy of the planet. And the key moment, according to Zørrion, is allowing these two streams, celestial light and earthly energy, to meet and merge in your heart center.
Meeting in the heart.
And as they converge, they're described as blossoming into a radiant sun within your chest.
An inner sun.
Yeah, pulsing with warmth, harmony, radiating light through every cell, distributing those incoming light codes perfectly for you. The outcome described is pretty profound.
What's the outcome?
In this connection, you become a bridge between heaven and earth, stable and filled with grace.
A bridge, balancing cosmic and earthly energies.
Precisely. You become a conduit, perfectly balancing the high frequencies from above with the grounded essence of earth, creating this powerful, harmonious field within yourself. An intriguing element here is the psychological and spiritual outcome that's attributed to this centering practice.
Oh yeah. What does Zørrion say about that?
By consistently anchoring in your heart, especially using that bridge visualization, you are, according to the source, becoming an alchemist of your own ascension.
An alchemist, I like that. Actively transforming things.
Exactly. Not just passively receiving, but actively transforming your internal experience. What might have felt turbulent before begins to smooth. You might find situations that used to trigger fear now just spark curiosity or even gentle amusement.
A shift in response.
A profound shift. It's not dismissing reality, but changing your inner reaction. You might even notice waves of bliss or deep peace arising inexplicably, even when the world seems chaotic.
Wow.
But the source clarifies, this inner calm is not detachment in the sense of indifference.
Yeah.
It's not about becoming uncaring.
Right, not apathy.
No, rather it is detachment in the sense of mastery, a deep ability to stay centered, like the calm at the eye of the storm.
Mastery through centering.
Yes. By choosing love, choosing that heart center again and again, Zørrion suggests you teach your body and mind it's safe to welcome these energies, safe to expand, safe to let go of the old. And the impact ripples out.
Oh, so?
As each person finds this balance, this mastery individually, we collectively create a more stable foundation, allowing even more light to pour into the planetary field, amplifying the whole process for everyone.
Okay, moving forward then. Let's explore another big aspect of the Lionsgate portal mentioned by Zørrion. This goes beyond personal transformation into conscious creation and manifestation.
Ah, yes, the 88 connection.
Exactly. The numerical significance of August 8th is highlighted. 88. The number 8, doubled, looks like the symbol of infinity, right?
The sideways figure 8.
This isn't seen as just a coincidence. It's meant to reflect the boundless potential, the infinite flow of energy available then.
Okay, infinite potential.
And what makes these energies so potent for manifestation, according to this source, is a key characteristic. They are extremely responsive to the focus of your consciousness.
Meaning what you focus on gets amplified.
That's the idea. Your thoughts, feelings, intentions are instantly reflected back, magnified. And in 2025 specifically, with the portal at its supposed peak potency, your heartfelt intentions carry an extraordinary charge.
An extraordinary charge.
Yeah, it's like the universe has set up a cosmic amplifier ready to broadcast the song of your soul into your reality.
Wow, that's quite an image.
Isn't it? Imagine feeding your deepest desires, your highest visions, into that cosmic sound system. It's portrayed as a really dynamic time for active, intentional co-creation with the universe.
So, if we consider the broader context here, Zørrion's message presents this not just as wishful thinking, but as actual active co-creation, a partnership.
Right. How does it guide us to do that?
The guidance is pretty clear. Be bold and pure in your vision.
Bold and pure.
Meaning, allow yourself to dream big. Articulate your highest aspirations without holding back, but always coming from a place of authenticity, of clarity.
Okay.
The source suggests different ways to formulate these intentions. You could do it in the sanctuary of your heart, quietly, or maybe in sacred ceremony on August 8th, speaking them aloud or just envisioning them vividly.
What kind of intentions?
Examples cover a wide range: personal healing, empowerment, the success of a project you're passionate about, or even healing and unity for the whole planet. The message is clear. No sincere intention is too grand under these skies.
Nothing's off limits if it's sincere.
Apparently not, according to Zørrion. And the critical step as you formulate these visions is to feel them already accomplished.
Feel it as if it's already real.
Exactly. Let the emotion of fulfillment wash over you. Immerse yourself in that feeling. By doing that, you're not just wishing, you're, in this view, actively weaving reality with the threads of thought, feeling, and spirit.
Weaving reality.
Yeah. And in the Lionsgate's heightened energy field, this practice is seen as especially potent, the outcome, often astonishing. Many of you will witness the seeds you plant now sprouting in your life with astonishing speed.
Wow, quick results.
It might feel like miracles, the source says, but really it's you embracing your role as creator alongside the creator, stepping into your power to shape reality.
So on a practical level then, the how-to. How does Zørrion's message guide us to actually engage with these energies for creation?
Right, the practical steps.
Well, one really beautiful reassurance from the source is that there is no one right way to honor this moment.
That takes the pressure off.
Totally. It frees us from dogma, encourages personal authenticity. Maybe you feel called to light a candle, symbolizing your intention. Or pray or meditate at the peak of the portal, aligning your consciousness.
Simple rituals.
Or even simpler, maybe just step outside and gaze at the sky, heart filled with gratitude and hope, connecting with the cosmos. You could write down your visions, giving them form, or even sing them out loud using your voice's vibration.
Lots of options. What's the key thing?
The key principle Zørrion emphasizes isn't the ritual itself, but the purity of intent and the love behind it. That's seen as the true cosmic language.
Intent and love.
Yeah. In fact, the source assures us that even a few quiet minutes of focused intent on August 8th, whenever it feels right for you, will create a resonance.
So no need for elaborate ceremonies unless you want to.
Exactly. A heartfelt connection is deemed enough. The ultimate guidance is to trust your intuition to guide you to the ritual or practice that makes your connection feel tangible. The universe, it says, responds to the language of the heart, not to elaborate formalities.
That's very empowering. Choose what feels right for you.
It is. Knowing your sincere devotion is, in itself, a powerful ceremony within this framework.
You know, there's another intriguing element here, especially regarding manifestation. Zørrion highlights a crucial factor that's supposed to really amplify these energies.
Well, yeah. What's that?
The source clarifies that manifestation under these energies is most powerful when aligned with the highest good and with the energies of love.
Aligned with the highest good and love. Okay.
Love is presented as more than just an emotion here. It's the fundamental force that supercharges creation. Love is the multiplier, the great harmonizer of creation.
Love is the multiplier.
Yeah. It suggests that desires rooted purely in self-serving motives might not resonate as strongly as those steeped in compassion, in universal well-being.
So intentions for the greater good have more power.
That's the implication.
Yeah.
And this connects to ancient wisdom. The source says, this is a secret that ancient masters knew. They understood that when your dreams serve not only your personal desires, but also the upliftment of life, they get the wings of divine grace.
Wings of divine grace, like extra help.
Kind of, like a divine endorsement, an energetic assistance elevating your intentions beyond just personal wants. When you manifest from that soul space, you're aligning with the creative will of the universe itself, according to Zørrion.
And the result.
The final implication is beautiful. What you create from that place of love and highest good becomes a blessing that ripples outward into the collective. Your personal creations contribute to the greater good. True abundance benefits all.
Okay, let's broaden the scope now. How does the impact of these Lionsgate energies, as Zørrion describes them, go beyond just us as individuals? What about the collective?
Right, the planetary level.
The transmission reveals that the entire planetary consciousness is being uplifted. Not just individuals, but the whole planet's awareness level. Uplifted by our collective work and these huge cosmic gifts pouring in.
The Earth itself is ascending in this view.
Exactly. Imagine Earth not just as rock and water, but a living entity with its own consciousness, and that consciousness is being elevated. The source uses a lovely analogy. Each of you is like a sacred vessel catching the rain of light and pouring it into the soil of Earth's collective field.
So our individual work directly feeds the collective shift.
That's the idea. Every meditation, every intention, every act of kindness, every personal upgrade contributes. Even if you can't see it immediately, the reassurance is, A great metamorphosis is underway in the very blueprint of Gaia.
A metamorphosis in Earth's blueprint. That's big.
It suggests a fundamental restructuring, a repatterning of the planet's energetic and spiritual foundation, driven by this light influx. It's portrayed as this grand, orchestrated transformation we're all actively part of.
So considering that broader context, what we're seeing in the world, the turbulence, the shifts, Zørrion presents that as directly reflecting this deep collective cleansing process, right?
Yeah, how does it explain that connection?
The source describes it clearly. Old paradigms built on fear and division are crumbling, while at the same time, new patterns based on unity, respect, and harmony take root.
Old systems dissolving, new ones emerging.
Exactly. Those outdated structures, ways of thinking that cause suffering, are naturally dissolving under the pressure of these higher frequencies. We see examples. Systems that lack integrity coming undone, like corruption being exposed, truths long hidden rising to the surface, bringing clarity, accountability, communities uniting to demand change and compassion.
Things that can definitely feel disruptive.
They can.
Yeah.
But it's essential from this perspective to see these as the birthing pains of a new society, a necessary discomfort as humanity aligns with higher principles.
Birthing pains, that's a good analogy too.
It is. Another one they use is poignant. Just as a forest fire clears dead underbrush to catalyze fresh growth, the fires of transformation sweeping your world are ultimately clearing space for a more just, transparent, and heart-centered way of living together on Earth.
Clearing the way for new growth.
Precisely. So amidst the apparent chaos, the underlying message from this source is to trust that a higher order is emerging. It's a purposeful dismantling for a more beautiful reassembly.
So given these huge shifts, this collective cleansing, how does Zørrion's message suggest we perceive our world, our connection to it, differently?
Right. How does our perception change?
Well, for those who are particularly sensitive, the transmission suggests you might actually sense the consciousness of Gaia communicating more clearly.
Gaia communicating through intuition, maybe? Or the way nature seems to respond to you, or an increase in synchronicities that feel like direct messages from the planet, like a deepening dialogue.
Interesting. A key concept here is that as you open to the Lion's Gate, influx your connection with all life strengthens. Your bonds with nature, animals, other people become more palpable.
Feeling more connected.
Yeah. And the veils, the energetic boundaries separating things, are described as thinning.
Thinning veils. Between what?
Between human and nature, between the physical and spiritual, between Earth and the stars. As these boundaries become more permeable, our perception of reality expands, revealing deeper interconnections.
Okay.
And the ultimate outcome of all this thinning and strengthening, according to the source, is unity consciousness blossoming.
Unity consciousness.
Yeah.
Realizing we're all connected.
Exactly. The profound remembering that you are not separate from the world, from each other. Instead, you're all light shards in one magnificent quantum matrix. Unique, yet part of one grand design. It's an invitation to experience life from fundamental oneness.
That raises a really important question, though. If this is such a profound global shift, is everyone going to experience it simultaneously? Or in the same way?
Good question. What does the source say?
It addresses this directly, emphasizing that free will is a sacred law in the cosmos.
Free will is key.
Absolutely. Meaning each person's awakening unfolds according to their own divine timing and choices. So while these energies are available to everyone, how they're integrated and engaged with will be unique.
So not everyone will be on the same page at the same time.
Exactly. Zørrion acknowledges that some around you may seem hesitant or even unaware of the light now flooding in. They might cling to the old patterns even as those patterns dissolve.
And what's the guidance for those who are aware?
It's profound. Dear one, do not let this dishearten you and refrain from judgment, because no soul is ever truly left behind. All paths eventually are said to lead back to the light just at their own pace.
Patience and non-judgment.
Yes. And for those awakening now, your role is pivotal in this framework. The energies you integrate now become a guiding light, an open door remaining available for others when they are ready to step through.
So our awakening helps create a path for others.
That's the idea. Your inner work creates a vibrational pathway, a beacon that others can use when they're ready. It's a very gentle, patient understanding of the collective ascension process described by Zørrion.
Okay, let's shift focus slightly and explore Zørrion's message specifically for those listening who resonate with terms like star seeds, light workers, old souls, those concepts.
Right, ones who feel a particular calling, perhaps.
Exactly. The transmission offers a really validating perspective for them. It asserts, you did not incarnate randomly at this time.
Not an accident.
Not according to this source. It wasn't a cosmic lottery. Instead, Zørrion says you heeded a clarion call to be here for the great turning of the ages.
A soul-level choice to be here now.
That's the suggestion. A deep commitment made before this life to assist during this huge period of change. And your role is identified as pivotal, to stand as pillars of light.
Pillars of light. Stable beacons.
Yeah, unwavering beacons in a shifting world. You're described as frequency holders of a brand new day, meaning you embody and maintain those higher vibrations, unity, love, peace, even when things are chaotic.
Holding the frequency.
And crucially, you anchor this light simply by being and embodying your truth. Your authentic presence, your integrity, is itself presented as a powerful act of service right now. A reminder that just being you contributes to the planet's ascension, according to the source.
You know, what's particularly profound there is the service Zørrion describes these individuals providing, which often goes unacknowledged.
How so? What kind of service?
The transmission explains how starseeds, lightworkers, old souls are said to make a profound difference, especially when others feel intense agitation or fear and don't know why.
Okay. Their presence helps stabilize things.
Exactly. Through your calm, your compassion, your wisdom earned through lifetimes, you become a stabilizing force. It's not about big actions necessarily, it's your internal state. You're said to transmute chaos into clarity simply by radiating your centeredness and love.
Transmuting chaos just by being centered?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Like your calm presence acts as a filter, an alchemical agent, turning discord into harmony. It's presented as a sacred service that often goes unacknowledged by the world. But Zørrion emphasizes, in the eyes of the universe, it is invaluable.
That's very validating for people feeling that way.
It really is. And furthermore, the ripples of your positive actions, your intentions, are said to go much farther than you realize. The ripples of your love and your high vibration extend farther than your physical senses can perceive.
Oh.
Every positive thought, every small kindness, every moment of forgiveness uplifts others in ways you may never know directly. These contributions add up, contributing mightily to the tipping point of collective awakening. It's a powerful reminder that every inner shift and loving act matters hugely in the bigger picture Zørrion paints.
Okay, expanding on these deeper cosmic connections, Zørrion's transmission suggests that during this Lionsgate portal, many might experience something very personal, a stronger connection to their star families and home frequencies.
Star families, connecting back to cosmic origins.
Yeah, and this isn't framed as just imagination within this context. The Lionsgate alignment apparently creates a resonance that makes communication across the stars more fluid.
Makes the connection easier.
That's the idea. The energetic bridge becomes clearer, more accessible. Zørrion specifically mentions origins like Sirius, the Pleiades, Arcturus, Andromeda, Lyra, and far-flung corners of the cosmos.
Common star systems mentioned in these circles.
Right, and during this period, these connections might manifest in tangible ways, according to the source, like vivid dreams with clear messages, or visions flashing internally, or just a sudden knowing, like a download of info or recognition from these stellar relatives. These experiences are framed beautifully as real touches of reunion across space-time, bringing support, encouragement, and yes, even new assignments for those meant to step into more cosmic service.
New assignments.
Yeah. It's an invitation to embrace these multidimensional communications openly, remembering you're not alone, that your family of light is around, as Zørrion conveys it.
So that naturally leads to the question, if these connections are strengthening, if Starkin are reaching out, how does Zørrion's message guide us to consciously engage, to ask for support?
Right, how do we interact?
The transmission gives clear guidance on how to reach out consciously to us, your Starkin and guides. You can do it silently, in your heart, with focused intention, or even aloud beneath the night sky, acknowledging their presence.
Okay, so intention is key.
Yes, and the principle governing this is crucial, according to the source. We operate always within the bounds of divine free will and cosmic law.
They won't interfere with that permission.
Exactly. They won't override your free will. Thus, when you invite our aid, we joyfully amplify the light around you and help to steady your field. It's a supportive response that respects your sovereignty.
And how might that support feel or look?
Maybe not like a physical presence, but more subtle. Zørrion describes it as subtle whispers of your intuition, those quiet inner nudges, or in sudden sparks of insight or comfort that arise when you most need them.
Timely insights or feelings of comfort?
Precisely. Moments of clarity or reassurance arriving just when you feel lost. And the profound reassurance is, we cannot walk the journey for you, but we walk it with you just beyond the veil, ever vigilant and ever loving.
Always present, but not doing it for us.
Beautifully put. The simplest, sincere request for guidance or strength, we're told, is heard and answered in accordance with your highest good, often in gentler, more wondrous ways than expected.
Okay, let's shift focus slightly to our personal history, especially for those identifying as old souls, those who feel they've had many lifetimes. What does Zørrion's transmissions say about the past?
Right, the karmic aspect, or past life integration.
It highlights a remarkable healing opportunity. Many old souls will find that during this period, pieces of personal and collective history are illuminated for healing.
Illuminated, brought into the light.
Exactly. Not just from this life, but potentially from your ancient past. Maybe recollections of ancient lifetimes, times in Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, or under distant suns where great transformations took place.
Wow, deep memory surfacing.
That's the idea. Not just fascinating stories, but parts of your soul's journey, fragments of experience coming up now. Some might be joyous, full of wisdom. Others might be heavy with loss.
Okay.
But the crucial point, Zørrion says, is that all are emerging now, not to weigh you down, but to integrate.
For integration, not burden.
Yes. The Lion's Gate light is described as so bright that it reaches even into the shadows of history, offering an unprecedented chance for profound healing and closure.
Healing old wounds from past lives.
That's the potential offered within this framework. Old traumas, unresolved regrets bathed in this high-frequency light, allowing release, reconciliation. The guidance is to treat them gently, acknowledge them, and bathe them in the compassion of your present awareness.
Be gentle with what comes up.
Absolutely. You've grown since then. You're here now with the wisdom to finally set those old stories to rest and beautifully reclaim the fragmented parts of your soul into wholeness.
Reclaiming soul fragments.
Wholeness.
The grace of this portal, Zørrion assures, supports exactly that. A reunion of the self across time and space into the unity of your present heart. A chance to become truly whole. You know, if we connect all of this, the DNA activation, the blooming gifts, releasing old patterns, healing the past, Zørrion describes it all as guiding us toward a specific, magnificent destination.
Oh yeah, what destination is that?
A divine state of being.
A divine state of being.
It's portrayed as an awakening into the realization of your true essence as an expression of Source. Remembering and embodying who you truly are at the deepest level, a pure spark of the divine.
Okay.
The transmission clarifies terms like crested consciousness or Buddha light, explaining it, refers not to religious figures, but to a level of awareness available to every soul.
A universal state not tied to religion.
Exactly. A universal potential. It's defined as the blossoming of unconditional love, compassion, and wisdom in your daily life.
So it's a lived experience, not just theory.
Precisely. Where these qualities become your natural way of being. The more you integrate these Lion's Gate frequencies, the more you naturally begin to embody this sacred state, according to the Source. You find yourself responding from the heart, forgiving with ease, radiating peace even amid uncertainty.
Wow. That sounds transformative.
It's called the ultimate upgrade, living as a divine human, fully awake to your unity with all that is, realizing that every step through this portal, every pattern released, every insight embraced, brings you closer to this sublime embodiment Zørrion speaks of.
Okay, let's zoom out one last time and consider the grand vision Zørrion's message presents. Reflecting on all these shifts, opportunities, the Source invites us to contemplate the sheer magnificence of the grand orchestration at play.
The bigger cosmic plan.
Yeah. The idea that the universe, in its boundless love, has conspired to bring all the necessary elements together for this moment. Your readiness, Earth's alignment, the stars, humanity's collective call, ancient cycles, all converging right now.
It's presented as perfectly timed.
Exactly. A powerful reassurance from the Source. None of this is random. The timing of this Lion's Gate, emphasized as this most potent yet, is seen as proof of how perfectly creation weaves itself.
Oh, we're part of that weaving.
That's the view. You are exactly where you need to be, as you need to be, to contribute your unique thread to the pattern now emerging. Even if life feels uncertain, the message is trust in this divine timing.
Trust the process.
Yeah. On a higher level, your soul is navigating perfectly, guided by an inner compass, guided by your higher self that is aligning you with the people, insights, and opportunities you require. A deep affirmation of purpose and the universe's loving design, as Zørrion conveys it.
An insightful takeaway here is Zørrion's emphasis on not just the doing, but also the being in this whole process.
Being. How so?
The source invites us, especially around the portal's peak, to celebrate and honor how far you have come. It's easy to focus on what's next, what needs fixing.
Right, always striving.
But this message urges a pause. Acknowledge the journey itself. The practice is simple. Take moments to simply be in gratitude for yourself in this journey. Reflect on your growth, the challenges overcome, the wisdom gained, the love cultivated.
Practicing gratitude for the self.
Yes. By recognizing your evolution, Zørrion says you amplify it. Gratitude acts as a powerful multiplier of light. It signals to the universe, yes, more of this, reinforcing your progress, magnetizing more positive experiences.
Gratitude as an amplifier. Makes sense.
And remember the simple power of joy. Joy isn't frivolous here. It's a high frequency of creation, a cousin to love itself.
Joy is a high frequency.
Yes. A moment of laughter, a dance, the creative act you love can transmute heaviness in an instant and accelerate the integration of these energies. Giving yourself permission for happiness, even amid change, aligns with the truth that ascension is not drudgery, but a liberation into the higher octave of existence, where love and bliss are natural states. Joy isn't a distraction, it's an accelerant, according to this source.
Okay, so how does Zørrion's message apply this to our connection with each other, the collective experience?
Right, community and collective action.
The transmission strongly encourages continue to support one another, the spirit of oneness. It highlights the burgeoning sense of spiritual community as a major blessing right now. Souls recognizing each other, coming together to share, heal, anchor light.
The power of community.
And it speaks to an exponential effect when groups gather. When two or more gather with aligned intent, the effect is exponential. Collective power is way greater than the sum of its parts.
So group work is amplified.
That's the idea. Consider joining meditations or global coherence efforts during the Lion's Gate. The unified field from collective focus can be immense, amplifying energies for everyone's good. Imagine the vision Zørrion presents. Networks of light circles of old souls all across the planet, all tuning into the frequency of Lion's Gate with the intention of love and ascension. This creates a lattice of light around Earth that strengthens and steadies the shift.
A global grid of light.
Yeah, and even if you're alone, just aligning your heart with this collective purpose links you into that worldwide grid of awakening. You're never isolated. Every prayer, meditation, healing thought adds energy to the collective flame.
That leads to a practical question. Does this powerful energy just switch on August 8th and then switch off?
Yeah.
Is it a 1D event?
Good point. What's the duration?
Zørrion clarifies that the Lion's Gate is not an isolated event, but part of a continuum in your ascension journey.
A continuum, not a blip.
Exactly. Think of it less as a fleeting moment, more as a grand push forward, a gateway swinging open that will not slam shut when the date passes. It stays ajar, allowing these higher frequencies to keep flowing and mingling with your reality in the weeks and months to come.
Okay, so the effects linger and integrate over time.
Precisely, which takes the pressure off feeling you have to do everything on August 8th. The transformations catalyzed during the peak will continue unfolding gradually. You might find later energy points, September's equinox, the solstices, even the dawning of your new year, carry echoes and build upon the portal's gifts.
That's reassuring. No need to rush or feel you missed out.
Absolutely. The source says, do not worry that you must accomplish everything in a single day. The universe is far more gentle and continuous. The energies are here for the long run, accelerating and sustaining your evolution. Looking back months later, Zørrion suggests you'll see how much was set in motion and how beautifully it integrated in divine timing.
Okay, so to wrap up our deep dive today, let's touch on this final powerful message from Zørrion Of Sirius. The source conveys this profound sense of, deep reverence and awe that galactic families supposedly hold for humanity's rising consciousness right now.
They're watching with awe.
That's the message. Zørrion says they've witnessed countless Earth cycles, and what is happening now is extraordinary. The brilliance of human souls waking up after so long is, to them, a sight that fills us with awe. They see beyond our current struggles to a triumphant outcome already seated. They see humanity emerging victorious, shining with a light undimmed.
Wow, a very positive perspective.
Very. And Zørrion holds this vibrant vision for Earth, a world reborn in the light. Communities in peace, humanity harmonized with Gaia, technology guided by wisdom, diverse cultures united by sacred life.
The vision of the new Earth.
Exactly, and it's not presented as fantasy. Zørrion assures it's the budding reality that your current shifts are watering into growth. It's already starting. The ultimate message is empowerment for you. Step boldly, as the sovereign creator beings that you are, wearing your crown of inherent divinity, feet planted on earth. Allow the light and blessings Zørrion describes to wash over you, nourish your soul's purpose.
One truly compelling aspect here is that ultimate message Zørrion leaves us with, that we're not just recipients of this light, but its ongoing custodians.
Custodians, meaning we maintain it.
That's the implication. The Lion's Gate is a continuum, a gateway that doesn't slam shut. And if we take that idea seriously, that we become the ongoing portal for these energies, well, what responsibility does that give us? How do we choose to embody and radiate these energies, not just for ourselves, but for Earth's whole unfolding story?
That's a powerful thought to sit with. Our choices matter continuously.
Right. Zørrion leaves us with this potent call to action. Every thought aligned to love, every act anchored in compassion, every occasion you act from hope, you keep the Lion's Gate light alive in the world. It's a continuous conscious choice.
Wow.
You become the ongoing portal through which heaven can dance on earth.
A beautiful and challenging thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Lion's Gate portal of 2025 through the lens of Zørrion's transmission.